What's your number one like solution to that?
What
Say for me, an instance when I'm feeling erratic or like say jittery, just all over the shop.
Yeah.
What's your number one go-to like? Breath work.
Creating regulation before you get to that state.
Yeah, and that's done through what?
How do you achieve that? Things like breath work,
Yeah.
meditations, self-contact, which we'll do today. We didn't touch on these things last week. That's why I was a bit not pissed off like with myself, but I wanted to get you back in because there's so many other tactics and tools that you can use. So things like what we'll do today: breath work, visualization, self-contact, havening, EMDR movement, so bilateral stimulations, eye movements, that TRE shit that we did last week with the leg movements.
Yeah. I done that the other day, you know.
Did you do it all?
Yeah.
Did you,
I was doing breath work. Yeah.
Did it?
My legs like that. Mad.
So again, that's emotional discharge, emotional release. But again, doing them things consistently. So when you're doing that, you're going from a 7, bringing yourself down to a 6, to a 5, to a 4, to a 3. Again, visualising the things that you want to let go of, visualising an empowered state of who you want to be. Envisaging going into the gym in a calm, empowered, positive, motivated state. Envisaging coming out of it in a positive, calm, motivated state. So when
you're in that.
Yeah, so you're basically creating the framework of how you want to be before you're in it.
Yeah.
So then when you go into it, your expectations of your own mind map that future belief.
Yeah.
So it's like when I go in there, I'm going to be X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
When I come out of there, I'm going to be X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
But again, it's the consistency and repetition over time, just that creates it. Doing things once or twice isn't enough. But again, we'll show you some techniques there that you can use to fucking create regulation. But a lot of people, like we said last time, they're too reactive. So they wait until they're up here to try and implement the things.
Yeah.
And it's not about doing this every fucking day, regardless of how you feel, to bring it down. So, let's see how you go.
It's big for me, yeah, especially because I get it when I'm taking classes. Sometimes people won't clock on, but I've come from I used to have mad anxiety attacks, bro, and I'll sometimes get up and I feel it come on when I've got to speak, and I could get choked up and like almost stuck.
But again, not like, have you done anything in the morning to regulate yourself?
No.
Well, that's it. So you're getting up in a non-regulated state, going into the world and being projected onto.
Yeah.
So that'll just, them projections or them triggers will change your state.
Yeah.
Your body's just reacting to the old things of familiarity.
Yeah.
So when you wake up first thing in the morning, mind's highly receptive. Breath work, visualizations, self-contact, EMDR work, that fucking emotional release. You get up in the morning at say fucking, I don't know, it's tough when you're doing the 6 o'clock sessions, but like on a normal day, you get up at 5:30, 7, do that process. Now you're in the state for when you go out into the world.
Yeah.
So rather than you wake up in the morning and attacking the world at a 7, you're now attacking the world at a 2, 1 or 0.
It's major.
So when these projections come in,
you
go from a 1 to 3.
Yeah.
Rather than a 7 to 9.
That's the bit in it, yeah.
It's about creating state.
It's mad you saying all this. It's like, it's weird how it doesn't. I've looked for loads of different avenues for help me.
Yeah.
And that never really come up.
Never.
Not really. It just bangs on about your thought, your train of thought.
Yeah, just think.
And like trying to
just
fix thoughts with thoughts is like. Just fucking fighting fire with fire, you know what I mean?
That's it. But again, you've got to create a calm, regulated state within the mind and body to then align with these future visions of yourself. Even doing things like stretching, mobility work, that releases the tension from the body. So obviously I mentioned a minute ago about doing the TRE, which is the tremoring.
Yeah.
That creates physical discharge from the nervous system to get rid of emotion. But doing things like stretching. So when you're under pressure or you're fearful or you're anxious or worried, your muscles will naturally go into a state of constriction. That's what happens. Like you'll see people walking around like that because they're scared and they're fearful.
Yeah.
So by doing actual physical release to the tissue, muscularly, that helps to release the tension out of it, which sends to the nervous system, I'm calm.
Yeah, of
Whereas
course,
if you're jacked up with tension, that's just signaling back to your nervous system and mind, we're under threat.
Yeah.
So when you do these physical releases as well, again incorporating breath and stretching, it helps to discharge all of that tension, which signals back a state of safety.
Yeah.
So you, again, doing these things in the morning and at night, you enter the world and leave the world in regulation.
It's funny, innit?
Whereas a lot of people, like I said before, they just go and train.
Of course, yeah.
I feel like shit, go and smash my body. Go and smash myself.
The worst thing you could do in that it is. I've done it though. I'm being a hypocrite.
I have.
You know what I mean, I've been in a bad way where I'm like, I know myself, I feel fucked and I'm shaking and I'm mad anxious and I just go and just blast myself.
But like we said before, all that does is momentarily dumps chemicals in the body to feel good. It suppresses all the emotion that needs to essentially fucking be released.
Because mine's so intense as well, my training.
But that's the thing, so you'll get like a pretty extreme high from the training because you're fucking hammering your body. Your body's dumping loads of shit into you. So you get a chemical high, but what you don't really, well, not even you, what we don't realise is that we're adding so many extra stresses to the body in that process.
Stressor, innit?
It's a
That's all it is.
You're putting your body under even more stress, physical stress and emotional stress, because you're fucking working through, you're fucking shouting. So your body jacks up even more. So like I said before, once them chemicals level out and you re-enter back to your baseline, you're now back to a 7, 8 or 9.
Yeah. It's weird, innit? There's people who will bang on about, like we said about last time, Goggins to an extreme, but there is other people who say, like, turn your pain into power type thing. I do get it.
That's what I mean, and it's all context, isn't it?
It is context, yeah. It's not like you need to figure yourself out, innit?
Yeah.
That's the point I'm getting at. Maybe someone who's on the who's regulated, but is maybe what's the word, like, they have self-doubt or they're not confident in themselves. Maybe training is good for that.
Yeah,
you can go and big yourself up and look better. But someone who's on the opposite end, who's maybe in good shape already, and you're just constantly hating yourself, thinking you need to do more.
Negativity, self-doubt.
For no, it doesn't even make sense.
But that's the thing, that's Goggins for me, in a nutshell.
It is.
He pushes him so far to the extremes and projects that message. It fucks people up, like we said.
It does.
Whereas if he was projecting, right, folks, what we need is regulation and then intense activity whilst in structure, that's good.
Yeah.
Because you can push yourself, you can put yourself under physical stress, of course, as long as you've got recovery and regulation supporting it.
Yeah, he doesn't bang on about the fact of, like, his whole thing is
go harder.
To do your head, though, innit? To beat the voice in your head.
Yeah.
That's his whole motto, and it's like, he said loads of things, and I sat there and thought, like, don't really agree with it.
Yeah.
It's just a bit mad, bro. Like, for me, training, it's to better yourself, innit?
Yeah.
Your body, your mind, whatever it may be, and you're supposed to get better over time, not just turn up and just beat yourself to fucking...
But that's the thing, though, like, because again, this is where the psychological therapy comes in, because if you've got a voice in your head that's disempowering...
Yeah, that ain't a good spot, is it?
You're not gonna...
That's not to be in a good spot, is it?
No, and you're not gonna out-train it.
Impossible.
It will always be there. No matter how... Look how many people look massive, look in shape, but have severe body dysmorphia. You're still not good enough, you bitch.
Yeah.
Look how much you improve, but you're still not good enough.
Yeah, where are you ever going to get with that, innit?
You're not. It's a race to the bottom.
It really is.
And people end up injured, overtrained, fucking Goggins.
Then they're even worse.
Worse, bleeding when they're pissing. And because they become so dependent on the gym as their
That's the problem.
They become so dependent on the gym as their cope. They get injured. And
then
the
you are
gets removed, then they are fucked.
Bro, I had it. Did I tell you when I got injured bad? Last year, well, it wasn't injury. I got sciatica bad, bro. And I mean, like, severe. I couldn't get to the toilet. I was crawling. And I had that for like 6 weeks, bro. And that was the worst mental state I've ever been. I cannot describe how bad it was. I was like, obviously, I didn't have an output to do anything anyway. But the state I was in was like bad, bro. I thought I was going nuts.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely thought I was going cuckoo, bro.
Yeah. But again, though, like in that phase, for example, your mind and body might have become so dependent on the gym. Now that's been removed, you're like, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
When in reality,
it
shouldn't be like that.
No.
It should be like, yeah, of course the gym empowers me. Physical exercise empowers me. It gives me positive things, but it shouldn't be a dependency.
For your brain,
because ultimately the gym then becomes a drug.
I think it's where mind and body get mixed a lot. That's a major key that people miss. Like, the gym's it's for your body more than anything. It is good to push through boundaries in the gym.
Yeah, of course. It
use your mental for that.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's for your body, bro. And like, people will just use it in the wrong context. It's like you were saying before about the regulating thing. Like, you'll try and use your brain or your mind to think your way out of things, but it's your body that's causing all the issues. Like, physical symptoms are the issue, innit?
Of course it is.
You know what I mean?
And that's the thing, like, say, when you're trying to use your brain, you're trying to use logic and rationality
to reason with it, innit?
And trying to reason in emotion, and you can't do that. Look at a kid, for example, when they've lost their shit.
No telling them, innit?
Calm down. Like, what about this? What about this? Nah, shut up, because they're too emotional.
The
body's too active. The body is just too active, and it needs to come down first before you can speak logic and rationality. But like, say, if you can create these states before you enter the world, you're already in a state of rationality. So when things come in which provoke your emotion, it doesn't drive you to that excess emotional amplification. Because you're regulated. And you can see things with logic.
Sense.
And
major, man, yeah.
Even around things about sort of like past issues or sort of like fucking traumas and shit, same sort of thing. Trying to logically reason with an emotional experience typically doesn't work for most people unless you're in severe regulation. You're very calm, regulated in a state, and it's like, oh yeah, I can see for what it is now. But for most people, when you trigger their trauma, just default to emotion.
Yeah.
And then when they're in emotion, it's like, right, just think differently about it. It's not that bad, is it? And they're like, yeah, it is. It's the worst thing ever. It's like you've lost them. The same again with training. It's like amplified states, people looking for resolution. Whereas before it used to be drink, drugs, food, porn, sex, fucking whatever it may be, because that was the old cope. The gym has now become the new trendy, healthy cope.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a cope, should it?
And in a way, obviously, like I said, the gym is good, but when being used for psychological resolution, it's not the answer. It isn't.
It's like some people's argument with that would be, well, it's rather that or drink or do whatever.
Is it? Because you've got modalities like this, which create true regulation. Things which calm the nervous system, things which emotionally discharge, things which create an empowered vision and version of who you want to be.
Should be able to be sweet without the gym, shouldn't you?
Yeah, but that's the thing though, in this modern day Western society we live in, these modalities which we're doing now aren't really talked about.
They're not.
Like we just said before, every book you read, where the fuck does it mention it? All these fucking gurus and all these influencers, where the fuck's people talking about this sort of stuff?
Yeah.
Very few. It's very niche.
So there's a million and one ways to, fucking hell, so many different routes you can go down like this and mindset stuff, and then people do all the mad shit, don't they? Like fucking ayahuasca.
All the ayahuasca and that, yeah. But again,
it's mad, isn't it? You go on TikTok and shit and type it, and it's like you get a million and one different answers, and you kind of jump from A to B to C to D, and it's like you said.
Period of time.
I've been in that state where I'm so erratic looking for an answer, and you take too much in. Yeah. You just keep taking in it.
Yeah, or you'll try a little bit of that. Like a little bit of that and it's not enough, a little bit of that, not enough. I did breath work once, did it work? Nah, of course it didn't, it's once.
You're erratic doing it too, because you're in a state like, yo, it needs to work now.
Desperation.
I've been there, bro.
And again, that's why people will binge. Like, for example, they'll binge on shit, like whether it be binging on doom scrolling, binging on food, binging on alcohol, binging on drugs, binging on porn, binging on sex. It's because in that moment the body's looking for such severe resolution. They're like, give me all of the resolution.
Yeah, you're always looking for a reason, innit? You're trying to your brain just has to reason with stuff, doesn't it, and find understanding around everything. I think that itself's an issue sometimes.
Even like with breathwork and shit. Also, say for example, someone's up here at a 9 or 10, they'll get YouTube up and do a 5-hour breathwork meditation.
Yeah.
It's like, right, great for the moment, but what about tomorrow? And the next day, the next day, the next day.
daily, doesn't it?
Yeah. But people are too reactive versus proactive. That's what we said last time.
Yeah.
Proactivity is making a conscious effort to structure these things in place.
Daily.
Whereas reactivity is in the moment. When I feel X, I go to solution Y instantly. Solution Y works. For example, breath work does work. But when you're just doing it in that moment, it doesn't have a lasting effect. Because it's only solving that momentary issue of soothing the body. But they're not doing it every single day to create a state.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the fuck's the point? You're putting a plaster over a fucking wound.
Yeah, you are,
and then the
massively.
next day ripping it off.
You know what sometimes makes me think, like, loads of people around me will train and do this and that and the other. Not say my states come from training, but like, why am I in the state I am? That's why I sometimes think, why am I in such a high rate state though, for what? Not that I'll ever know. I might never find a reason.
Sometimes you might never know, but sometimes it can come from, like you say, childhood issues.
Yeah.
The traumas in the past, your psychological associations to certain triggers. But again, if you've never been fully regulated, your body is just used to them feelings. Your body's reacting to those old associations of the triggers.
Yeah.
So when something comes in, your body just goes, default reaction equals fear, panic, anxiety, stress, overwhelm. Whereas the more you do these sort of things and you start to get associated to relaxation, peace, calm, confidence, clarity, again, over time with consistency, those new positive, empowered reactions become your default.
Yeah.
And that's never to say, like we said last time, that's not to say you're never going to feel negative again. Because fuck me, we're
just
all
going in and out of it,
fucking life. Like, it's dipping in and out.
Yeah,
it's getting amplified and then bring yourself back down.
Yeah, for a reason too.
Yeah.
So you might be anxious because there's something that's made you anxious.
I fucking say, for example, a dog is running towards you.
Yeah,
you want to feel fear and anxiety in that moment for your body to react, to do something. Again, you still want rationality around it. You don't want to fucking lose your shit completely. But if there's something dangerous in life, you want your body to react in that conducive way.
Yeah.
Whereas if some people are getting triggered by a fucking email coming through.
Yeah.
And they'll get a ping on the phone, an email comes through.
Shoot of adrenaline.
Boom, adrenaline, fuck. Or they'll be driving, they'll hear a siren. Fucking hell. Because the association of a siren is danger or fucking the perception of like fear around the sirens going off. And they just associate it to themselves.
Yeah. I think I'm at a state now where like nothing seems to get me to the 10 as such like it used to.
Yeah.
Maybe very few things, like I said, with sometimes when I'm training and speaking, I'll get a spike, but I always seem to be at a 7. That's the problem for me.
That's the baseline sort of up here.
Yeah, I'm never like relaxed. And I read a thing the other day and it kind of fucking resonated. It said like, you'd rather be, your brain would rather you be in familiar, uncomfortable,
sure,
rather than unfamiliar safety.
For sure.
Just because it's so pattern regulated.
Yeah. And that's why, again, like, even though you're conscious and all these sort of certain decisions, not you, but people will know certain decisions.
Don't do shit, does it, if you don't do it?
No, but certain decisions will lead to negative outcomes. But because like you said there, it's known and familiar, they would rather take that path because they can predict the outcome.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, whereas if you go the other way, which is unfamiliar, which leads to potential positive, it's like, yeah, but we don't know.
Yeah.
This negative path we know, this one we don't. So let's go down the one we know, which is negative. Because the brain again it doesn't like uncertainty.
It's almost like anything in life, like taking a risk, I suppose, isn't it? You'll normally just go down the comfort road even if you know it's shite. Because
like I say, you'd rather have that sort of aspect of predictability and known outcome, even despite it not being the best thing for us. Whereas once you take the positive path and you've experienced and lived that, it's like, it's not too bad.
That is just a light bulb, everything in a way.
It's not too bad.
It's like anything that, innit? Almost like
once you
a new diet,
a
fucking new relationship. If you're in a shit relationship, you have to stay in a shit one. Yeah, you just fucking habit holding it bad.
For sure. And then once you take the path of that uncomfortable road, and you get the outcome which is good, or not as bad as the old one, you then typically discard the old one.
Yeah.
The more you feed into this, and that becomes your new habit. But a lot of people aren't consistent enough, and that's the same with this. For example, people can use training, fucking wreck the body. I can offer a solution over here, a different solution. Come and do breath work. I'm not too sure.
Even though they know it'd benefit.
Or they're conscious, but they've never experienced it, so they don't know. And they'd rather not pursue the path and just stay on the old one.
Yeah.
But then when they do pursue this path and do the breath work, they're like, oh yeah, that felt fucking great, that. But if they're not consistent with it, they'll go back to the old.
Yeah.
And that's why consistency is good. It's like, right, rebuild this new pathway. It's like pathways in your mind. You've got A to B over here, that's what I've always known, and I'm offering A to C.
Yeah.
They'll do A to C once and be like, oh yeah, it's beneficial, but let's go back over here. It's like, no, stay over here for 3-4 weeks, hammer home A to C, and you'll realise how bad A to B was. Because now you've got context.
Do you think it has to go to a certain degree for someone to need the change? I do, personally.
What, like for their situation to be negative? Like for
no, like say I'm in a situation like I'm now. Isn't as bad as it was, but if I never started having them mad anxiety attacks or feeling a certain way, I'd never give a fuck about any of this shit.
Most people don't.
People won't. That's probably why people don't entertain the conversation I have sometimes, because they've never been in a situation. Yeah. When shit hits a fan, it's like, yo.
But that's like, say, if their 7 has become so familiar, that's what they're used to.
It's when they reach 10, innit?
Yeah. Whereas, say for example, just using me as a comparison, say for example I'm a 2 and you put me in a 7, I'm like, what the fuck, this is fucked.
Yeah.
But then that's always existed in a 7, that's become familiar.
Yeah.
So they don't know to move, because their 7 is normalcy.
Yeah.
It's only when they get to an 8, 9 or 10 they're like, fuck, something's different here, I need to try and get down.
Yeah.
But when they get back to a 7, they find comfort and known familiar habits and just think, fuck it, I'll stay on the 7.
Yeah, it makes big sense, that. It does. It's like, you've got to do the work, bro, because I remember, like, when I used to have them bad ones, and then when I was in this fucking erratic state, I'd think, oh, no, I need to do all this breath work and shit, blah, blah, blah. When you're in that state, you think that, but then when you get back down to your regular, even if it isn't comfortable, you just boycott it all, bro. Just laziness,
back to your baseline.
Then you will fucking regret it when it happens again. It's like being a fat cunt, innit? Knowing you need to train. Basically.
Yeah. But that's the thing, again, looking at health, for example. So someone will be fat.
Comfort.
They can know on the outside, by continuing down this path, I'm going to have potential heart attacks, strokes, excessively high blood pressure, blah, 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 blah. They know it, but it's comfort. And they've never experienced anything off their 7. It's only when they have a heart attack or stroke, they go, fucking hell, I need to change my ways, and then they fucking change.
Yeah.
That's what most people do. Whereas intelligent people will recognise it before it happens and say, I'm on a path of destruction here. I need to do something now. And some people will change and go on a diet for a week or 2 and go back to the 7.
What do you think that is because of?
Familiarity.
And discipline, or no? Yeah, discipline.
Again, Of course it is discipline.
Mad.
Again, not having, for me...
That analogy is fucking nuts. I've never thought of that.
It nails it.
Like everything, every route.
Every route's the same. But again, some people, a lot of people, it's about their identity. Who do you perceive yourself to be?
Yeah.
Most people perceive themselves to be that fat
You
man.
label it with a minute.
Yeah, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I've always done. What they've been told, what they've experienced. You'll never be nothing, you'll always be fucking worthless. So they believe that. They're dysregulated as fuck, and they go back to their old patterns and habits and behaviours.
And you think to solve, or maybe all these different problems for different people is solely based on your nervous system?
Not solely, but it's
To start.
Yeah,
The
to
main start,
yeah,
do you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Your decision making, innit?
Bring your baseline down into clarity, because when you're regulated, that's where clarity exists, and now you can see things for what they are.
You know, innit?
You know, but when you're in the midst of the sevens, that's just your familiar. You're reacting to the world, but you bring yourself down. You could have someone who's in a fucking very negative, toxic situation. If you bring them down into a regulated state for a long enough period of time, they will see it and recognise it for what it is. Or they go the other way. They go to a 10 and recognise it and then make change. So it's about taking people to the extremes.
Yeah.
Most people take themselves to an extreme of 10 because of their own decisions.
Yeah.
But in these settings, you can bring them down to give them true logic, true rationality, and true clarity.
Yeah.
To then see things for what they are. And then it's up to them to try and make the changes before it gets back to the 7 or 10.
Makes sense.
But most people don't.
Mad. Sorry, bro. Need a piss.
Go for it. Yeah, give that thing on your chest.
Oh shit, you don't know where that.
And then we'll dive in.
Need to get one.
We've said it multiple times, but it's just trying to proactively create regulation.
Yeah.
And then when you're in that, again, you feel it and think in a more logical, rational sense. And when things come in, they don't trigger you as much.
Yeah.
And that's a massive part of it. And then obviously once you're in that state, you can start to reframe and reconstruct your psychological frameworks of the external perceptions.
Yeah.
So like, say for example, someone's been stabbed by a knife. When they've been stabbed by a knife, they've now got an association, or some people have an association, that every time they see a knife, it triggers fear, anxiety, worry, concern, panic. And that's because that's their association to the knife. Where when you create regulation and calm within their body, they'll look at the knife as just a knife. But if they're amplified, they'll look at the knife as the thing that they got stabbed by.
Yeah.
So it depends what state you're in. What state you're in depends on how you perceive the outside world.
I think it's almost like when you're amplified up, your subconscious is louder than your conscious, and then it's the opposite way around when you chill. Yeah. You're kind of the one in lead rather than just being led. Because
that's it, like I say, when you're in them amplified states, your conscious rational thinking basically disengages. It goes, it's just offline.
Yeah.
And again, all your subconscious defaults and your associations and memories and fucking your identity just comes to the surface, and now you're acting on them subconscious defaults.
Yeah.
Whereas when you create calm, regulation and fucking clarity, you can now see things what they truly are.
Yeah.
And then that's where you can do the reframing work around who you perceive yourself to be, who you don't want to be. Your imagination's highly active in these settings, and you can start to piece together and construct who you want to be. But again, you can do that at home.
Yeah.
With things, morning, breath work, calm, regulation. When you first wake up, your mind's highly active, highly receptive, and then you feed yourself with all the positive shit in that state. But that's why I think, again, conspiracy theory hat on, I think that's why they feed you news first thing in the morning.
You're big on your conspiracies, aren't you? I am now.
But the thing is, like, you wake up in the morning, fucking at 6, half 6, 7. What's the first thing that's on?
I don't listen to it, but yeah, I'm on you.
News.
I swore by this for time.
News, negativity.
Not only that, that's all they ever say is shit.
It's all negative. Plough your mind with fucking bare shit. Why isn't all positive things on the news hardly? You get 1 in 10 stories that's positive. Because they want to frame you in a disempowered way. Why the fuck do these people who run the world want empowered, positive, self-independent people?
Yeah.
They don't. They want you living in fear. They want you living in fucking chaos. That's what they want, is control. That's what I believe. But that's why it's all fed to you first thing in the morning. Whereas
it's not even just what you believe. Like, if someone would see that's true,
it's true, innit? It's
bait, innit? Everyone knows, because think how many things have happened where how much bent up shit they've done, bro.
Just all fear based.
Yeah.
Because it puts you in that chaotic, amplified state.
Fucking works, hasn't it? Look at me.
But it is. It's a perfect plan. Like what they've done here, you can't fault it.
Yeah.
Even despite it being fucking evil and corrupt.
Yeah.
What they've created.
The world is evil and corrupt, bro. Yeah.
Against the mass populace is fucking amazing. Because they've got almost 7 billion people
in it's trapped 7
under control. They've got them hypnotised.
Yeah.
They've basically hypnotised people.
Oh, they really have.
But it happens from childhood. In school.
These phones, innit? These phones are
social media it's fucked, mate. It is. It's all.
Now the phones are fucked. I'm on that though. It's bad, bro.
This is why for us it's a fucking daily battle. Like you said there, your phone, but because you've got the awareness, you've recognised it.
I still do. I'm aware whilst I'm doing it. I'm like, yo, I need to chill doing this. Bad. The phone is bad, bro. Like, I'm not as bad as some of my mates as well. Even like, say I'm going for a brew, my mate, the second you sit down, bro, bam. Habit, innit? Yeah, it is all breaking habits, all this shit we're saying, innit?
Of course it is, but again, repetition's needed. Intention's needed. Because if you try and use willpower or conscious thinking alone, with time, with distraction, with amplified emotional states, you end up defaulting back into your old subconscious frameworks.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you say, I'm not going to go on my phone again, today you might do it, tomorrow you might forget. Or tomorrow something might trigger you and you're like, a notification. Notification goes off for WhatsApp, work, before you know it, you're on your phone and you default back to Instagram. So it's about trying to put things and structures in place to prevent these things occurring.
Yeah.
Because if we leave ourselves to our own devices, I always say, if we leave ourselves to our own devices, we go back to our old vices.
Yeah. Do you?
If you leave yourself to your own devices, or people in general, leave them to their own devices, they'll go back to the old vices. Because it's just known, familiar, and, like you say, pattern. It's just a pattern. Going back to it, back to it, back to it. The brain's just like cycle through the pattern. But that's why, for me...
Scary, isn't it, if you let it get
is,
control you?
Of course it is. Because, again, you're now being controlled. You're not controlling. And that's the difference between like empowerment and disempowerment. When you're disempowered, you go back to all the old shit. If you're empowered, you create your shit.
You think that's how people go nuts?
What, like lose their head?
Yeah. Obviously, drugs and shit, but do you think it just starts off someone being like, I don't know.
Possibly.
Some people go nuts and you think, whenever someone does something mad,
Yeah.
I just think, what the fuck's driven you to end up?
Sometimes overstimulation. The nervous system's so
Just
jacked
going
up. Yeah,
sick.
just everything's compounding. Like I say,
It's got the breath work, mate.
The relationship fucked, the relationship's fucked, the job's fucked, the family's fucked, the diet's fucked, the sleep's fucked, they're fucking consuming social media, they're fucking into all sorts of fucking fuck knows what on the side.
Yeah.
They're looking for resolution in things like drink and drugs and food, just excess. And it just tips
It's
them
a
over
lot,
the edge.
innit?
It's a lot.
The world is a lot.
But that's why it's literally a daily battle.
Yeah.
It's a fucking daily battle. Like
Until you change it.
You go to war every day. Even when you wake up in the morning, it's like, right, today we're going to war with the world.
It's always going to be that way.
It is. But if you can wake up and create a regulated state when you go to war, you've got a plan.
Even that though in itself, like, for you to get up and make that decision, you've got to have the willpower.
Of course you have.
So you're always going to go to war. You've got two decisions to make forever, haven't you?
100%.
The good or the bad.
Yeah. And it has to be consistent, repetitious, intentional.
Okay.
But who's doing this shit? Almost no one.
Yeah.
Including myself at times.
Yeah.
I
fucking hell, of course you're human.
I like fucking everyone does it. But if you can get an edge, that's what it's about. But again, people typically need like a purpose and a reason to do. If you've not got like an underlying deep-rooted purpose or a deep-rooted intention as the reason why you're doing it, typically we'll just find reasons.
That's why sometimes it's almost good some shit happening.
Yeah, because you got purpose.
Mad purpose, like that's a reason for me to do what I think. Most of the time, you have to go to one end of the scale to go to the other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to be the fat cunt to be the good kid in
yeah.
good shape. You have to be the one who's fucked in the head to get yourself to a good mental state.
Or what you can do again is envisage the possibility of what occurs if you continue on that path and then make the choice to change before it gets there.
Yeah.
But again,
sometimes you don't see it, do you?
Not many people do that. And again,
no.
You're not aware of it for starters.
That's it.
Or you think it'll never happen to you until it does. It's happened to me. I'll never burn out. I'll just keep going. I'm strong. I'm not a pussy.
Fucking I used to be like that.
I'm not a bitch. I'm not a pussy. Fucking 2 months later, I'm on the fucking bed like I can't move. Fucking move. Burn out.
Yeah.
Ill.
I used to be like that. It's weird. I used to work. I told you I used to work all the time, and now I'm the opposite. But you've got to find that balance.
Yeah,
sometimes I'll sit there, and I purposely won't put anything in my day, and I think, now I'm doing fuck all.
Yeah, no, that's where you can't live in them extremes. It's got to be balance on it and structure.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Like doing enough but not too much.
Yeah.
Or if you do too much, do it for a short period of time where your body can re-regulate.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're hammering yourself at a red line, imagine your car, red lining everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, something's going to fucking blow.
Yeah.
You need to create, if you're in red line, have a rest, slow down, let everything cool down. Red line, cool down, red line, cool down. What people are just red lining 24/7. And then like, oh my God, my engine's blue. Yeah, wonder why.
Yeah, and it's like not looking at other people in it, I suppose. Because I forever do that. Like I could be in a proper high rate state, but I'll see fucking this person, that person doing whatever they're doing. For one, I don't know how they feel.
There you go.
Like we said last time.
Yeah.
But secondly, well, they're not me. So they might be able to handle more load than me.
Yeah, their capacity might be increased. They might not have had as much of a traumatic childhood experience as you.
Yeah.
They might have been doing work on the side that you didn't know about.
Yeah.
They might be up in the morning doing breath work that I've not told you about.
Yeah.
They might be in a calm, regulated state, hammering themselves, thinking, yeah, I've got capacity.
Yeah.
Whereas you, for example, using you as an example, you might be getting up in the morning, stressed out, your head, overwhelmed, worked up, fucking chaotic, and then going in the gym.
Bad habit.
Looking at someone who has got up in the morning, done breath work, done stretching, done regulation, who seems sweet.
Yeah,
Like you say, you don't know. It's the comparison. All you've got to do is just focus on you, innit? It's just
Massively.
like, what am I doing today? I'm focusing on my path, my structure, and my future.
Yeah, it's like the training. Even if you're training in this high rate state, it's going to provide the benefit for you physically,
For sure.
of course. But in some ways, you'd rather be someone who's not in as good shape, but has a better quality of life, innit?
But again,
You can do both, can't you?
So you're not in the extreme of being unhealthy,
Yeah.
but not also in the extreme of overtraining, which makes you unhealthy
fuck.
as well.
Yeah, it's balance, man.
It's just
Your balance, innit?
Yeah, just finding a fucking balance and structure that works for you, and just working within the context of that for whatever you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Like say, if you're trying to be a triathlete, it's like, right, we need to push ourselves to the extreme, but also have things in place to recover.
Yeah.
Not just push.
Yeah.
Whereas most people aren't training to be triathletes. They're not doing it.
Yeah.
They're training like triathletes to try and dampen the effects of their psychological framework.
That's the issue, innit?
You see people out here, not being offensive, but like 40-year-old women doing high rocks, hammering themselves every day, and it's like, why are you doing that? I'm so stressed. I need to train. No.
Yeah.
You need to regulate. You need to
Running in it is running away.
And a lot of times it's not running away. A lot of times it's suppression. It is avoidance, of course. Like you're avoiding sitting in it, but when you're exercising to them extremes, you're just dampening and suppressing all the things that are trying to come up and out.
Weird, because a lot of people say when you train, you're fucking facing it, and you're not. You're not. Yeah, I've never. That's bollocks. That
bullshit.
I've never done a session. I've done some hard training, me, where you face like.
You face physical challenges, of course. It's like pushing through them physical barriers, of course, but not the psychological stuff.
Nah, like people who do ultra marathons and stuff, they'll say they face all the demons and shit, but I think you're just facing the demons of there and now, innit?
Yeah, of that physical challenge. Yeah, the demon is the fact you're trying to survive.
Yeah, you're not going through all your uncomfortable fucking shit in
it's
life.
Like people like trauma. Like a lot of people will fucking go to the gym to mitigate trauma. And it's like, while you're killing yourself in high rocks or whatever the fuck you're doing, these extreme...
You're not thinking about it.
I've
never
You've never thought about your trauma while fucking...
Never.
Blowing out your ass at 180
Thought about trying to breathe. That is it.
You think about trying to survive.
Yeah.
And your body in that moment, recognising, I'm trying to survive, extra stresses. Stresses. You're not facing your trauma when you're training. You're not doing it. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
No one's ever done that.
No one's in the gym facing the trauma. They're not. They're just not.
It's a misconception to the max, that,
And again, like I definitely think that the gym can be good for letting off steam, for sure. So say for example, energy. Like if you've had like a rough day at work, just one day at work, for example, and you're a bit sort of like worked up or stressed, going to the gym to fucking blow off steam and release energy is good, for sure. But if you've got deep rooted shit where it's every single fucking day that's chipping away at you, going to the gym every day is not going to mitigate that underlying stuff.
No.
It's all situational. I think the gym is good for situational stress. So if you've got a certain situation, like a one dynamic occurring, which is short term, that's building you up, again, get it out. Go gym, get it out, sweat it out, whatever.
Yeah.
But then the next day, you're back to regulation because the situation isn't occurring. You've got the effects of dealing with it, of course, but that's a situational event that's dealt with in the moment. But if you've got trauma that's existed since you were 10, go in the gym, you ain't facing that. It's a different context. It's all contextual. But a lot of people just fucking wrap it into one and go, let's go gym to get over my issues. It's like, no.
Yeah. I think a lot of the issues of that come from people watching a fucking 15-second video and just getting complete misconception of what someone's trying to get across. Or believing some cunt on the internet you don't fucking know.
That's what I was getting.
That's half the issue.
Whereas for you understand that the two things can occur simultaneously. You've got the gym is good for your body and this stuff is good for your mind. Whereas a lot of PTs will just be like, come and get in my classes to get rid of your trauma. If you want to become a better version of yourself, come and do yourself in my class. And it's like, no.
No, it's not that. Get ripped in the gym. That's about it.
Yeah, you get shredded.
And build a bit of self-belief,
So we'll put you in the state again, create breath regulation. We'll do some more breath work techniques to sort of like that you can take away, different styles of breath.
Yeah.
Then we'll do some eye movement techniques, which again is good for neutralising and dissociating emotion from the body. We'll do some self-contact shit. Like you basically make like contact with yourself. Right. And again, that helps to soothe. It's like a self-soothing, regulating technique.
Yep.
And then again, we can do some of that TRE shit, see how it's...